love that chord progression. I love that, it's not a progression, but Bob Seger, Night Moves. I just like the feeling of the way that that's played on the acoustic guitar. And yeah, it's sometimes that kind of guitar style is, it's harder than it looks, right? I mean, it's just G, F, and C, but it's in the right hand and the way it feels. Doing the mutes in there. But anyway, I was just thinking about that. That's not really what I want to talk about tonight. First of all, I apologize for being kind of missing in action for a few days. This is it's been a pretty hectic week, but in a good way. I took a last-minute gig last night, and that was a lot of fun with some new guys that I'd never met before, and was really pretty fortunate to get to play some, I mean, just straight up classic rock and roll, which I rarely get to do. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I just wanted to, Roxanne, please be quiet. I'm making a video. Sorry, the dog's making all sorts of crazy racket. I'm thinking about a couple of things. Yes, things have been really good, but really busy. The store and the school has been really busy recently. It's kind of funny, you know. Things sort of go in sort of waves or trends. In the last, I would say the last 4 weeks, we sold a ton of guitars. Like on, I know they sold 4 guitars on Saturday alone. I sold 3 guitars on Friday. I sold 2 more today. Yeah, we've booked a ton of lessons too. It's really strange. You know, usually we kind of get, you know, a fair amount of signups when school starts back, but it just seems to be, higher than average. So that's fantastic, and you know, hopefully what we're doing there is sort of having some sort of impact. But yeah, you know, like I would encourage you guys, if anybody you know, is playing music. Well, I guess even if you're not playing music, you know, find a local place, you know, wherever you're at, a local guitar shop or place to take lessons, and just, you know, meet the people there. Find some cool people that you can dig being around. It's certainly something that I enjoy. But anyway, I wanted to talk about how to, because I had a student this week, and she was like, I need to know more guitar chords. I said, yeah, don't we all? So I'm going to try to make sure that I don't go too long-winded with this. But, you know, you guys, just, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure all this out. If I go too long, I guess just hang in there. I want to try to keep this simple, though, and concise. I remember going to the, I think I've shared this before, when I was younger, and I think I just could not understand how people knew all of the chords and how they could memorize how all the chords could be found. And I want to try to present this in sort of with a couple different ideas, so that it can be, you can start to develop the ability to have access to where all the chords are at. And what I'm not referring to just being able to memorize hundreds of chords, because that's an overwhelming concept that it's unnecessary. But if I want to help you take ideas that you probably already know, chords that you already know, and show you how to turn them into all these other chords that you thought maybe you just had to memorize out of sheer brain power. Which, if any of you guys or gals are like me, I don't have too much sheer brain power. So, if you can play C, G, D, A, and E, that can really get you, I mean, virtually any major chord you want to know how to play. And if you know A minor, D minor, sometimes you'll see me finger the D minor with my pinky right here. I don't know why I do that. but it's the same thing. If you see it written in a book, it's usually using your third finger right here. And then E minor, I'll use a couple different fingerings for E minor. But basically, if you know those, seriously, you're making too much noise. If you know those 8 chords, it's really easy to be able to get any major or minor chord you want to know how to play. So first of all, if you do not know those, please find someone who can help you learn them. They're very, very important to the guitar. The second thing, understanding what your chord quality is. So your chord quality is, it's a major chord, a minor chord, and this is what I'm going to talk about now. Major chords and minor chords, but chord quality also could refer to any type of 7th chord, which could be a dominant 7, major 7, minor 7, various diminished 7. So all of those are chord qualities. And what I want to do is get a good working knowledge of what those are, some options for how to play those chord qualities. But today I'm just going to talk about major chords and minor chords, because for most contemporary music, like pop music, rock music, country music, and things like that, we're going to be using a majority of major chords and minor chords. So here's what I want to do. If you know those chords, which let's hope you do, I want to first of all understand where the root note is for each chord. The root note tells you how to identify the chord. Now, this is really going to get us to really understanding bar chords. So a bar chord is simply, let's say I'm taking an A minor chord. That's one of my favorite chords. It's a classic. If I shift and I move everything up one position or one fret, and I cover the other strings, okay, there's 2 things I want to know. The geometry or the shape of the chord is still A minor, but the actual chord name is B flat or A sharp. Both of those are the same things. And I'm going to actually put in the description just the order in which the notes happen in, right? Which is referred to as like a chromatic scale, or musical alphabet kind of thing. It's just the order in which every note chord is going to happen in. So if I go A minor, A sharp, B minor. So when you're playing a song and you're like, I don't know the B minor chord, right? Right there it is, okay? So if you know the A minor geometry and you know that this note right here is B, then that's B minor. To begin with, you're probably going to struggle with, moving some of these chords. Other chords, like moving the C shape, right? That C arrangement can be a little tough. But look, in the beginning, if everything doesn't sound super crisp and clear, don't worry about it, right? The main thing is that you want to, the real objective I'm trying to get across here today is just being able to identify what the chord is going to be. I mean, assuming you develop the sort of the strength and dexterity to get it sounding good. Well, even if it doesn't sound perfect, it's still going to be the same chord, right? You're still sort of trying to understand what it wants to be. And so this brings me to my other thing, because I'm going to try to move pretty quickly here. Oh, you guys don't even understand. I was so upset and crushed. I lost this recently. This is a little zip up little thing, and inside of it I keep capos, earplugs, guitar picks, guitar slides, all sorts of various sundry little things that I need on a gig. I lost it earlier this year. I was super angry because I just had it. I mean, I had it forever. It's been on every gig with me for probably 10 years. And I was super bummed out. But I found it on Saturday, so I was really super stoked. That's just another reason I was very, very excited over the weekend. So, capos, right? Maybe I'll do a video on capos later about different types, but today, this is what I have. So, I am going to put it on the 3rd fret, and we're going to talk about what's going on here. If I put this on the 3rd fret and I play a G, there's a couple different ways to identify this. First of all, if I know that in the G chord or the G shape that this is the root note, I'm now playing a B flat note. So this is now a B flat chord. It's one of my favorite chords to sing in, like B flat. And so everything, the other thing you can think about is if you starting with a G chord and you move it up 3 frets, you're going to go G sharp, A sharp, or B flat. And so all of that stuff is relative. Okay, so if I'm going, oh, again, I got to play the right chords. If I'm playing an A minor shape, right, so it becomes A minor in the open position, A sharp minor at the 1st fret, B minor at the 2nd fret, C minor at the 3rd fret. It's just that easy. There's no reason that we should go and have to memorize it, like pages and pages and pages of guitar chords and those little graphs, and that's just silly. It's useless energy spent when this is far more efficient for learning your guitar chords. So I could get into a lot of that stuff, and I could spend, you know, probably at least an hour talking about, you know, guitar chords and stuff. But again, I'm trying to keep these videos at a sort of a reasonable length. I don't want to be rambling on too much, because I know some people watch these videos who don't play music. So I don't want to bore everybody, because guitar shouldn't be boring, music shouldn't be boring, life is not boring. You know, some weird stuff going on. I just got back from a walk. I walked down to the pool. It was so nice out tonight. Like I went out and it was like, it was perfect. The weather was perfect. It was just beautiful. So yeah, I gotta remember. Oh, so I want to tell you guys a joke, because not a joke from me. I didn't make this up. Like one of my students came up with this on the spot, and we were talking about how to know the names of your guitar strings. And so I said, all right, here's how you remember it. From the 6th string, it's Elvis, 8, dynamite, goodbye, Elvis. And he was like, why did Elvis eat dynamite? And I said, I don't know, man. It's just a saying. He goes, I bet he ate it in his cereal. I said, you could be right. He said, I bet the cereal was called The Bomb. And I was just broke up. I mean, because he just made it up. It was just like so instinctual. He was so fast. So yeah, it was just pretty hysterical. I mean, the kid's probably like, I don't know, in the 3rd grade or something like that. So he's maybe 9 or 10. So it was really super funny. So yeah, I'm really glad to be back with you guys. I really wanted to make a video last night and cover some of these things, but it was just, oh Lord, it was super late when I got home and I had to eat, and so I had some bacon and eggs. And I get criticized for eating bacon and eggs at 1:30. Say hello, Roxanne. It's your first appearance on the video. Get down, please. So, anyway, those of you who made it to the end of this video, that was Roxanne. She's usually up and about causing trouble this time of night. But anyway, so yes, I'm supposed to tell you guys, if you like the videos, to subscribe, to hit the little thumbs up button on there. Again, hopefully, if you guys do not find this educational, I really do hope that you find it entertaining. I do enjoy doing these. I wasn't sure that I would, but I am. So, again, if you have questions, please come find me. You can find me through the comments. You can, I'm sure most of you people have the internet in your pocket, please find me on the internet. I'm pretty easy to track down. So anyway, oh shoot, 14.5 minutes almost. So I apologize. I try to keep these closer to 10 minutes. Anyway, hope you guys have a fantastic holiday. Hopefully we'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. Anyway, peace.